Hello, everyone. My name is Miraria Marias, and today I'll be talking about brain plasticity, a fascinating area of neuroscience that explores how our brains adapt, change, and reorganize throughout life. This concept is deeply meaningful to myself personally, and I'll share why as we go through the presentation. I'm interested in brain plasticity because I'm epileptic and I recently underwent a LITT procedure, a laser interstitial thermal therapy in September, which is a brain surgery. So going through this experience made me want to understand more about how my brain heals, adapts, and compensates for change. Learning about neuroplasticity has helped me make sense of what's happening inside my own brain and why recovery can be both challenging and hopeful. This presentation is part of my personal journey to better understand the science behind it. What is brain plasticity? Brain plasticity, also known as neuroplasticity, refers to the brain's ability to rewire itself by forming new neural connections. As David Eagleman explains in The Brain, The Story of You, the brain is constantly reshaping itself based on experience, learning, and even injury. Instead of being fixed, our brain is dynamic, able to strengthen pathways we use often and weaken those we don't. This flexibility is what allows people to learn new skills, recover from trauma, and adapt to changing environments. Research shows several important findings about plasticity. First, according to studies summarized in Frontiers in Psychology, neuroplasticity is influenced by both age and environment, and meaningful mental activity can enhance it at any age. Second, the MDPI research article highlights that plasticity plays a major role in rehabilitation after neurological conditions, allowing unaffected areas of the brain to take on new functions. Finally, sensory, cognitive, and even emotional experiences can reshape neural circuits, meaning that plasticity affects far more than just motor skills. Some general statistics help show the scale of plasticity's impact. Around 50 to 60 million people worldwide live with epilepsy or other neurological disorders in which neuroplasticity plays a role in recovery. Studies also show that structured cognitive training can improve neural efficiency by 10 to 30% depending on age and condition. Additionally, approximately 30% of stroke patients regain significant function thanks to neuroplastic reorganization. These numbers show how critical plasticity is to human health. There are three major things that I've learned while researching this topic. First, the brain never stops changing, even in adulthood. Plasticity can be strengthened through practice, learning, and enriched environments. And finally, that recovery from neurological interventions or injuries relies heavily on the brain's ability to reassign functions and build new pathways. First, the idea that the brain is always changing is incredibly empowering. Eagleman emphasizes that you are a work in progress, meaning your brain literally rewires every moment. This helped me understand that healing is not fixed, it evolves over time. Second, plasticity is something we can learn to nurture. Activities like learning new skills, exercising, and challenging the mind promote stronger neural connections. Even simple lifestyle factors like sleep and social interaction enhance neuroplasticity. Third, plasticity is essential during recovery. After surgeries like my LITT, the brain can reorganize itself to take over functions that might be disturbed. Rehabilitation works because the brain responds to repeated practice by strengthening new pathways. Brain plasticity is important because it helps us learn, heal, adapt, and grow. Without it, we wouldn't be able to recover from injury, develop new abilities, or adjust to life experiences. It's the foundation of memory, learning, emotional regulation, and physical rehabilitation. For people like me, those living with epilepsy or going through neurological treatment, plasticity provides real hope for improvement over time. In conclusion, brain plasticity shows that the brain is far more adaptable than we used to believe. Research, personal experience, and neuroscience all point to the same idea. Our brains are constantly reshaping who we are. Understanding neuroplasticity not only helps us appreciate how learning and healing work, but it also reminds us that change is always possible. Thank you so much for listening.